my name's Dave, and welcome again to another episode of the Points of Articulation. Now today we're looking at number 3 of the Cinemachines line by Neca, and we're looking at the APC, which is from the movie Aliens. It's the tank that we see in the movie when all the Marines get in there. The box is pretty cool. And here's the back. Okay guys, here you go. It's all nice and focused for you all to pause and read in if you want to. On the bottom of the box we have the others in the set. We'll be looking at this one next. And then there's all the information, Fox and all that, copyright jargon. So let's get this guy opened up. Okay everybody, this is the APC from the film Aliens, which is one of my favorite movies. I actually have posters of the first 3 aliens on my wall. But this thing is nice, and I think Neca did a great job with it. I always wanted one of these, but you know, I never had the Micro Machines version, so this is the best I could get. And it does have a lot of detail. It's got some moving parts. The paint is decent. And yeah, we have some interesting things to talk about, so let's get right to the review. Okay, looking at the detail, this thing is great. And it may not look it when you see sections like this that are just flat, but think of it, military ships and tanks today are similar. They have large sections of plate steel or armor, so it is something that could be built in real life if they really wanted to. But whatever. The detail is great though, and I want to start in the front and work our way around. And then, okay, for the front we have rivets around these windows here. You can see all these little dots. So that's cool, and it's a lot of angles, and I always love that, like the polygon type shapes. And then over here we have some line work, which is also part of the mold too. And right here, more line work as it goes in. It's like a recess. Molded lights. These little sections here are molded. Molded in there. And this is the first gun. There's 2 guns on here that move, and I'll do a separate little section for them. Looking at the side, we have a little piece right here that looks like it's just paint, but it is molded in. We have a nice flat piece here. Then right here, molded door with a handle, so that's neat. The tires move, and there's some molding in there, and then the tire is done nicely. See all the little grooves in that wheel? Sweet. Molding right there. And then it comes up, and you can see it overhangs a little bit, so that's kind of cool. And then we get to the back. We have some lights, molded compartments, and then the neat thing is it's got a ladder, and that's molded in there. Then we have nice molding for the gun track, which I'll get to when I talk about the weapons. Turning it this way, again, tires are the same. Nice molding on the side, compartments here, nice line work. These 2 ovals, there we have lines, so that's kind of cool. Then we have in the front our door with a nice handle. Molded in here and right here. On the top we have little doodads molded in. And it's very blank in the front, but once we get back here, that's where everything starts going. So we have this section right here, which is molded pretty cool. Got a little detail in there, full of lines. It's nice. This section here, a couple of recesses. This looks like an exhaust pipe or of some sort. Little cylinder right there. Same for this side. Another pipe, cylinder. More detail, line work. Now for this gun, has a couple doodads on here, rectangles, bunch of lines, raised sections here, looks like handles, and then the gun barrels are nicely done. There are 2 raised sections here. The barrels are obviously filled in, and that's okay. And then the bottoms, we have some detail too. And that pretty much does it for the top of the vehicle. On the bottom, we just have, like, you know, a generic, this is how it runs type maneuver. And then we have our copyright crap, a couple screw holes, and that's about it. So let's look at those guns. Okay, now I mentioned the 2 moving guns before, so now I'll go into detail. This is the first gun, and it can turn all the way this way. It's hindered by this section here with the cockpit with the window. And it can turn all the way this way. So it's pretty neat. The second gun, though, is my favorite. It's right here, and it can spin all the way around. And what's neat is, just like the film, We have this track. And what I like to do is I just was fiddling with it, because sometimes you gotta pull it up and move it. But once you get it loose, it just slides right back, just like in the movie. So how cool is that? Now, before I get to the paint, I did mention these tires. And the cool thing is, it rolls really good. When looking at the paint, the main color is this nice dark olive green. And that covers from the back all the way to the front of the vehicle. Even the underneath, which are basically, yeah, there's a little paint detail down there. We got a nice black wash. You can see it right there by my thumbs. And that's about it. So we'll start in the front. We have our decals. We have 542/GMTS. 2D Sulaco. Painted headlights, which are white. Then we have white on the corner here. Black tires. More black tires. Turn it this way. We have white. Painted here and here. On this side, black tires again. More white, a little dab of gray right here. And back to the front, windows painted black. So that's pretty neat. And on the top, there really isn't any paint detail. But what's over all of this, and what you might have seen already, is we have a nice black wash, which you can see it right here by my finger, the streaks. And that's on the whole thing, even the gun. And what they also did was dry brush some silver. And you can see it right here by my finger in the front, on the sides, right here by the door. It's in the back, smeared on some of these lights here. And on the side, right here, and over there, along with the black wash. And then in the front, it's on the window right here. You can see it on all these little rivets. And on the gun, we can see silver. So that's pretty cool. Moving the gun, we have some silver here. And we have some silver over here as well. So that's pretty neat. And that does it for the paint. So let's measure this guy up and compare it with another one from the line. When measuring the APC, I put the gun down, and it is just under 7 inches. To compare with the APC, I have it next to the Space Jockey from Alien. Both are made by Neca's Cinemachines line, and they all go great together. And that does it for my review of the Neca's Cinemachines APC vehicle from Aliens. Now, Aliens was one of the best sequels ever made. It was one of the best movies ever made, in my own opinion. But the vehicles and atmosphere is what made the movie great, not just the acting. And this is super iconic to a lot of people. It was basically their mobile home, their command center until they went to the medical bay. But this thing was neat, and I love the angles, and Neca captured that. Now, if you're a fan of technology from Aliens, or movie vehicles, or anything like that, Neca seems to be the place to go for stuff like that. And they're not stopping here. They have stuff from Predator, Terminator, which, those Terminators, I'm going to probably pre-order them, because I love the Hunter Killers. But anywho, I fully recommend this to any movie fan, especially from the Aliens line. I always wanted one of these, like I said, and I'm so glad they finally made it. And that's all I have to say about that. So if you enjoyed my review, please like and subscribe. New reviews every week, usually on Thursdays. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.